Salty, I do kind of like that. Well, it's like, realistically, all right, well, there's the natural log audit I gave you 2 years back, and, you want to try to climb the wall, you're more than welcome to, son, daughter. That's fine. Absolutely. Or, you're so inclined, we send you off to the shell pits, and you go audit that for us. I mean, out of the two places, when the camera video is done, you'll have a cop station, fairly clean, nice lobby, maybe some people. But I'm going to take into consider content of the people I find in the shell pits and how the natural conversation. They get mad too just by having a normal conversation, not even an audit on stuff. I was like a little grumpy there. Well, that matters. Then that out here. But again, I'd love to have you just go out. You have the free right to do anywheres. There are some risky zones, and with that insight, here would be the law about how close you could get to that building. You may agree, you may disagree. You may find that there's a semi-permeable barrier down there, and technically as officers, we're not really allowed to do that. But with that said, you're more than welcome to get that audit. I'm not giving you a moral license or a deputy's badge that says you're allowed. I mean, we still have rules about being on people's properties without a warrant. So you can't be either. You're going to have to do this from that form of the audit if we're going to have some training pamphlet ready for you because you finally flip the switch on, right? You want to look, you want to be observant, but you're not skilled as far as the cop training, and whether that be the investigative standards or the physical standards and risk and danger that goes therein. I'm not going to say I hat to J hat. There's a difference, really. I mean, they are the same situation, but when you come in blue with a badge, it's pretty obvious. You lose any camo that you had by it, and just standing there like a Karen with a camera in hand wouldn't necessarily the drug dealer sell in front of you. So, and then after you find that, you are in the shell pits and Officer McGee decided to do some sales like that, at least then I'd walk it back to the paperwork, right? Johnny or Billy there is an undercover cop. You're going to see him in that area frequently. I cannot beat the speed of light. I would not expose this information to you unless it became compromised. It is one thing to say I told you and compromise the information. It is another to say I set you on this path to bring it back here and discuss it with nobody because of the potentiality of lawsuits and anything else. And I'm not just going to cover for you because I'm the cops working for you that you made a mistake. Mistakes were made. Our system is infallible because we told you what that was and you chose to break those rules. Now, you again had the First Amendment, Second Amendment audit to determine that, but it is, after the points, chains, and rails, something I cannot turn off. We all lose our arm in that grinder. But again, I do love the idea. Town can always use an audit. Town to be like, if you were to go about and check what buildings there was, you say, well, what would you consider a REIT inside here? What's something that pays a tax in the town that goes to the public works? And out of that, why would cops not be a sector of that? Can you handle this? I don't mean to dissuade you from this challenge, but at the same time, it's very dangerous. And hell, I'd say a cop or anybody else really knew what it was either, is kind of the truth be told that we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here with what little information we have. And I would say I haven't seen the cop in mine, and I'm sure the cop hadn't seen me in theirs. Short of, whatever I got on fingerprints in county, right? Mugshot. But of course, that still plays, doesn't it? I mean, it certainly changes standards. Now the audit changed. So, again, I like the idea. Thought I'd take a note about it.